Seriously, how is it already 2022? Anyway, Happy New Year! I'm sure that you are already focusing right now on some of the goals that you set for yourself this year. But before we actually share each other's climbing goal for this year, I just want to take a quick look back at how my 2021 has been. Most especially the top 10 climbing goals that I set for myself to achieve last year. So today, we'll see whether or not I achieved those goals, and then I'm gonna talk about my 2022 climbing goals. So let's start with a quick recap of my 2021 goals. So my first goal was to create a training plan and follow it religiously. I'd say not really. I managed to follow the training plan for straight 4 months, starting from November of 2020 until end of February 2021. I was able to follow it religiously back then because during those times the gyms were still closed and the world was on semi-lockdown, so I had a lot of time to work out at home. But as soon as March came, I completely set it aside because I wanted to be more outdoors and climb more outdoors. That actually brings us to my second goal, which was to climb more outdoors. And yes, I did. 2021 was actually the year that Albie and I officially became weekend warriors because we were always at the crags almost every weekend for the entire year. Cliche as it may sound, I wanted to climb more outdoors because I love being in nature. I love bathing under the warmth of the sun and breathing the fresh mountain air. And partly also because of my third goal, which was to visit and explore 3 new climbing destinations in Switzerland, which I achieved pretty easily. Last year, we actually visited and climbed in 16 different crags in and out of Switzerland. So we've been to Cresciano, Valle Vecchasca, Brione, Cironico, Pontebrola, Magicwood, Murtal, Stauborn, Hollenstein, Brochnaburg, Escho, North Wall in Appenzell, Alvarezin, Cerrada, Morterach, and Segnesboden. So this is an obvious huge check on my list. My fourth goal was to climb a V6 problem, which I did not achieve. I only managed to climb until V4 level outdoors. Goal number 5 was to start eating healthy. No, I did not achieve this one. I tried my best, but it didn't last long. My 6th goal was to inspire others to try climbing. I'd like to believe that I actually inspired other people to try out climbing for the first time, although no one has actually reached out to me to tell me that I have inspired them through my videos to start climbing. But I did get to manage to bring 2 people to try and climb with me last year. Nope, I did not force them, they came willingly. So that counts. Hopefully this year I get to inspire more people to try out climbing. My 7th goal was to gain more friends to climb with in the gym or at the crags. Yes I did. Although only some of them appeared in my videos or in posts in IG. And actually 4 of them are Filipinos too. And even though this does not exactly fit this category, I also met a lot of climbers online. And I actually managed to create a video collaboration with one of them. Speaking of videos, I also aim to continue making climbing videos and share that journey in YouTube as my 8th goal. And I'm so happy that I managed to do that. So the 9th goal was to become better at managing my fear of falling when lead climbing. Okay, at the beginning of 2021, my husband and I actually enrolled ourselves to a fall training and mental strength course with Rebecca from Kletterzentrum St. Gallen. She helped us learn about the root of our fears and provided exercises to familiarize ourselves with the feeling of falling. She also helped me and Albie build trust in each other's belaying skills, which actually helped me personally to focus more on sending the route and less on worrying whether he really knows what he's doing down there or not. Unfortunately, I didn't continue working on it because we shifted our focus more on bouldering and we kind of forgot about lead climbing the past year. So this is something that I still need to achieve. And last but not the least, my 10th goal for 2021 was to do a multi-pitch course. I think shortly after I published my 2021 climbing goals, we actually went to a multi-pitch course with Afterward. And I have an entire video telling you all about that experience. I'm sure that you've seen it already, but if you haven't, I'm linking it down below. So yeah, that's another check on my list. All in all, I successfully achieved 6 out of 10 goals from last year. So, what are my goals for this year? Actually, I just have one. If there's one goal that I want to focus all of my attention and energy on for this year, that is my mental strength in climbing. I realized that the main reason why I had little improvement last year was because of the fears that's dwelling inside my head. I climb harder or sketchier routes half-heartedly because of my fear of injury. So I almost never tried routes or boulders where I have to commit to a scary move like a jump or trusting my feet on a very, very tiny hold or on slab. And I almost always make an excuse not to climb a route with a grade above 6A because I'm scared to face my fear of falling or even experience the anxiety that I get when I know that I'm above the last quick draw where I was able to clip my rope and not knowing if there's a nice hold that I can grab onto next. But if I'm on a top rope, there's no problem. I can cruise most routes with little to no sweat. So I think in terms of my physical strength, I'm there. I think I really became stronger the past year. And I learned a lot of useful techniques that allowed me to climb harder boulders with ease and with more finesse. But I can't really use the full potential of my strength and techniques because of my weak mental muscles. Fear is the one thing that's preventing me in unlocking the next level of strength that I have within me. And if I'm truly being honest with myself, I don't think that I will ever send my first 7A sport route or V6 boulder if I don't have that bulletproof confidence, that solid mindset, and that positive feeling attempting to climb a hard route. So this year, I'm choosing to work on my mental strength above all else. I want to focus on knowing my own fears and finding solutions, how I can manage it better. Because I know that the fear will always be there. It's not really going away. But I know that I can manage it better. I can confront it better and not allowing it to control me and actually preventing me from having fun when climbing. If I manage to work on it, even just a portion of it at the end of this year, I think that will make a great difference in my climbing journey. I know it will take a lot of time and energy, but I have to take it one small step at a time. Because I can already imagine having that elevated mindset. I can imagine myself just enjoying every climb and fully having a wonderful time on the wall and actually giving my all on each attempt. That would be so awesome. So that's my 2022 goal. I'd like to know, what are yours? What are you planning to work on in terms of your climbing journey this year? Share them in the comments below. And if you're someone who hasn't set any goals yet, don't worry about it, you have a lot of time. But I hope that you got some inspiration from this video for you to set at least one goal this year. Thank you for watching. Till next time, keep climbing, keep adventuring, and I'll see you on my next climb. Cheers!